Alright guys, welcome to our second to the last video tutorial. We'll have tonight and then we will also have tomorrow night. And then you guys should hopefully be prepared for the final. So in 1 through 2, we are looking for theta. Remember, if ever I want to reverse in order to solve for theta and get theta alone, reverse, we use our inverse. So we're going to say inverse tangent at 2.4. Alright, so we are going to use our calculator, and then we'll have one more step after that because they give us this specification that they want it to be between 270 and 360. So just make sure you're hitting second before you hit tangent. So we're getting 67.4. If you don't get that on your calculator, again, you're probably in the wrong mode. So you might need to click on mode and make sure you're in degree mode. 67.4. But if you notice, that is not bigger than 270 and less than 360. So what we need to do is find the quadrant that is between 270 and 360. If you notice, that's quadrant 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to sketch that reference angle. Remember, reference angle, extend a diagonal out and always go back to the x-axis. So the angle that we're truly looking for is from our initial position to that hypotenuse. That's going to be our terminal side. Well, the red part that we just sketched, that's the 67.4. So if we want everything except for the 67.4, what we're going to do is take that 360 and the 67.4 and subtract them. And that'll give you an angle that's between 270 and 360. Okay, so that's bigger than 270, it's smaller than 360. Our angle is 292.6 degrees. Same idea here, except this time they want you between 180 and 270. Remember, you're always going back to the x-axis. So if you extend a diagonal out, go back to the x-axis. Now this time, notice in number 1 we excluded the 67.4. We didn't want it in there, so we had to subtract it. This time, if we go to the hypotenuse, we're including the red part. We want to start at the initial position and this time go all the way over the hypotenuse. So the red part is included. If we're including it, we're going to add it to the 180. Remember, you're always using the x-axis, so you can only use 360 or in this case 180. So here we're going to say 180 plus whatever we get from using that inverse. Okay, to reverse, we're using our inverse cosine, which means we're just hitting the second button before. So 77.9 degrees is this right here. We're going to add that with the 180. So we are at 257.9 degrees.